Last night, the number 19 Nittany Lions came to East Lansing with the nation's longest unbeaten streak. But their struggles on the road continued as Jake Hildebrand and the Spartans posted a 3-0 shutout with an all-around solid team effort. The season series is all level, and it concludes tonight at Mud Ice Arena. Ready to go, Penn State on the road. Dark sweaters, good win. Bailey drives the shot. Joe Cox the block. Bailey in for a look. 30 seconds to go on the advantage. Jensen. Oh, that's Cox. Not once, but twice. State.
Got it like a lot of different looks here. You got the high tip, attacking. Bailey switching shot all over the place.
And Joe Cox, 5th block of the game, and he can barely get up. Look at Joe Cox. Get a rest, kid. What a shift.
If it's possible to win the hard hat after the first 10 minutes of a hockey game, he might have done that.
Boyd intentionally plays it off the wall. McEachran, top corner. Michigan State leads. You don't want to be too calm. DeBlau, pad save, stop. Mackenzie McEachran is second. Cowdice now the blocker. Second puck. McEachran and Big Mac has the hat-trick. Bertino, they run out of time. Michigan State, time to start celebrating the sweep of Penn State.
Hey, can I hand it off to Coxie? Can I hand it off to Coxie?
Coxie, let's go.
This is kind of where we sit today. And so, while we made a step in the right direction, I think it's really important that, we now put last weekend behind us and we look ahead, because we haven't won anything and we haven't even moved up much. We just moved into the mix. These games with Wisconsin are critical for us. And, I always believe that when you lose, you're humble, and when you win, you're more humble. And we need to go into Wisconsin confident, with a growing confidence, but humble, playing with great desperation and urgency.
Definitely the team's had a 180 this year, I think. The start of the year we had a slow start, but you could see that we were definitely in most of those games. Second half we kind of came together and talked about what we need to do to be successful, and we seem to be playing more complete team game. That's what the biggest thing is right now, I think. You see everyone giving 100% of the time. For example, Joe Cox this past weekend at Penn State blocked 4 shots in a matter of 2 minutes, which probably turned the game around in our favor. So that's just one example of many.
I think it's exciting with the Big Ten hockey, playing at Wisconsin and Minnesota. Their venues are unbelievable, but you just have to keep doing the same things in the course of the week. Eat right, sleep right, and do all the little things in practice to make yourself prepared for the weekend.
I think it's all about how you handle your schedule. You got to meet with your professors beforehand and let them know when you're leaving, when you're going, and they'll kind of give you some deadlines and when to turn things in. And then on the road, just make sure you do your homework first, and then once that's done, focus on the game and then go from there.
I think Coach has been telling us every single weekend, take each period just by the period and not look at the end result. And if we win every period, we're going to have a good outcome. So we just have to look at each game, each period, step by step, and not look forward and skip anything in our process.
Well, we're coming off of a big weekend last weekend. Going into the Penn State weekend, we knew that we were either going to give ourselves a chance to stay in the hunt or we were probably going to fall out of it. We can't have a letdown. Certainly Wisconsin's not having the kind of season that they would hope for, but they're coming off of their first road win of the season, so they're going to be playing with more confidence. So it's a huge weekend for us to give ourselves a chance to really move to the top tier in the league.
Want to make sure we're working on our neutral zone movement and our spacing and timing a little bit.
We're defending well. We're giving ourselves a chance every night because we're not giving up a lot of quality shots. We're possessing the puck more and more and more. But I think more importantly than that, what we're starting to see is our team come together. I think we're seeing guys playing for one another. And I think that's the most important thing is when you get that, that's not manufactured, that evolves. Now you got something. That momentum is building. And so hopefully we can have that continue to build through this weekend so our confidence can continue to grow.
Spartans on three. 1, 2, 3. Spartans! You ever cook a steak before?
All the time.
All the time?
Yeah. That's why I'm always
You
broiling.
barbecue it or you
Oh, barbecue.
broil it?
No,
Broil
barbecue.
it?
No, because Red tried to broil a steak last time in the apartment. Fire department showed up. I'm not kidding.
It was my first time cooking my own steak.
JT, you can just eat that raw.
Yeah, back for seconds. Thought I was still breathing a little bit, so we're back on the grill.
Not throw up tonight. That's all. That's all my plan is going to be tonight. So.
My daughter got me a special barbecue. No, some kind of book.
Oh,
So and the first time I read it, I learned that I did everything wrong. Everything that you could do wrong barbecuing, I did it.
Wanted a little bit rare, but a little bit on the medium side too. So we'll see. Oh, that looks delicious right there, rare.
You wanted a little bit rare, but a little bit on the medium side?
Let's see how it tastes. Here we go. That was not very good.
I don't think it's cooked yet.
How dark is
JT,
yours?
look at this.
Ferrantino on the draw. Zolnick wins it, and they throw it in from the blue line. A goal for Chase Drake. Well, and we were just talking about as the clock will run out. The Spartans gave it a shot, but the home team wins. The final score, Wisconsin 2, Michigan State 1.
Well, you can't sugarcoat this one, Scott. This is an extremely disappointing loss here for Michigan State. We had
While we've been talking about it all week, that this team is very capable of beating us. We're playing on the road. Apparently we didn't get that message through, and as a result, we learned it the hard way. In the neutral zone here, make kind of a passive effort, then change. We're very slow getting into the zone. Well, I could tell you last night, without playing what I thought was Michigan State hockey, we had the highest offensive zone possession of the season. But we didn't possess it in a way that we got on the attack. We possessed it on the perimeter. At this point, let's put last night behind us. Done talking about it. Let's look ahead to tonight.
it's big for the Big Ten standings. Obviously, we can make a jump here. So, we got to come ready to play and for a full 60.
I mean, I think once you have all 4 lines going, I think everybody's jumping, everybody's up on the bench, and it's a lot of fun playing 4 lines. So I'm happy I'm in the lineup, and hopefully I can make an impact.
Guys, let's get everybody in the game in the first 2 minutes. Good short shifts, short passes, playing without the puck, lots of talk, get a puck touch, get a body, keep the game simple, get them backpedaling, okay? Work in units of 5 up and down the ice. Tonight, we see Spartan hockey. Let's go make it happen. Here we go.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome once again to the Kohl Center in Madison, Wisconsin, where tonight it's Michigan State versus the Badgers of Wisconsin, round 2. And through the neutral zone, crosses the blue line on the left, takes a backhand try out in the slot. A shot knocked away by Ruffle, shot, goal for Michigan State. Ryan Keller with the 3rd chance. The Spartans take the lead tonight, 1-0. Waiting to try to tip it in. Now out to Keller. Shot, goal! Ryan Keller with his 2nd of the period. 2-0 Spartans. Right way into the zone. Shot. Save made by Hildebrand, and then cleared off to the side.
Scott just was able to block that puck.
Zone 15:07. Now the Spartans come up with a shot. Goal for Thomas Ebbing. Michigan State with their 3rd of the game. And that's the first point of the season for David Bondra. With a shot, and the horn will sound. And the Spartans have done it. They come back from the disappointment of last night. Michigan State 3, the Badgers 0. A shutout win for Jake Hildebrand.
Tell us where to be careful. We're back in the race, boys. We're back in the race. But remember this. We only have so many games left. We can't waste a game. We can't waste a game. So we can enjoy this tonight, have a safe trip home, focus on Minnesota at home. It'll be a great challenge.
In the aircraft lavatory. Smoke on the aircraft and the lavatory is prohibited at all times. The door which you enter, the service door directly across from that door. Individual oxygen mask will drop from the overhead compartment. Immediately pull down on the mask, the plastic tubing is fully extended. I am here to make your flight a pleasant one. And so is the gentleman there in the back.
Woody! Hey!
All right, pull easy. The biggest thing that it challenges for the players is rest. Okay, it's time of year that you mentally and physically kind of get tired from not only physical play that you talked about, but also, the weather plays a role in here. When it's really cold and dreary and draggy this time of year, all of us have to find an inner energy to get it up, so to speak, for games and practices. We may need to back off a little bit on how hard we're working at practice, or I might even tell the coaches, hey, a couple guys need a day off, and Mondays seem to be the day that we buy that so that we can finish the rest of our work Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday before game time.
Obviously, you got to get your rest in, got to recover, so that way you're feeling good, ready to go come Friday. So, a big part of it, you got to get your work in, but you got to make sure you're listening to your body and doing all the right things off the ice as well.
Right now, we should be sitting on the top. The good news is that being on the top February 23rd really doesn't mean anything. It's the middle of March sitting on the top that really means something, and we still have a chance for that. Knowing that we're playing these guys, we're playing these guys. Here's their relevant schedule. So their home schedule, they're 11-2-1, and their last 10 games, they're 6-3-1, so they're playing pretty well. So I don't have any doubt in my mind we'll have plenty of respect for the team that we're playing, but I don't want you to respect them too much.
This time of the year, especially, you're kind of late into the season anyway. Now you had back-to-back travel weekends. to Wisconsin, Minnesota. We're just trying to be smart and kind of balance things out in terms of not overtraining these guys and really keeping them fresh at this time of the year, as much as it is physical and mentally as well.
All the guys in the team, they know that we're traveling early this week, so I think a lot of us just trying to do the things pretty early in the week, so we later in the week can focus on the games and stay ahead. So I think we know that we're in a tight schedule now, and it's getting to the end, and we know that we got to play on our top every game, and now especially we're going up for a tough weekend up in Minneapolis, and 2 huge games coming up for the standings. So I think we're just encouraging ourselves and everybody staying positive and want to create something good.
I would like to welcome you to Minneapolis, where the time is approximately 3:48.
Here, obviously we travel a little bit today, stretch out the legs, have some good spirit and energy, move the puck around, and kind of get a feel for the rink. The ice is way wider, the corners are deeper, and so just to give us some depth perception of the rink and make sure the goalies handle a lot of pucks. We just talked about playing for first place tomorrow night. BTN will be doing the game, lots of excitement. That's why you come to college to play in an environment like this.
Michigan State's net is empty. Down to 5. Sam Warning, empty net in front. Good night, Michigan State.
I thought we came out really hard in the first period, able to put up 3 goals. I don't think we were mentally tough through the whole game, kind of led to a bunch of breakdowns, and they came back and got 4 unanswered, so wish could have those last 2 periods back.
We don't want to go behind the net when we don't have to go behind the net. Okay? Here we got 2 guys, and if we don't come up with the puck, now if the puck gets here, there are 2-on-1s in other places on the rink. Let's go in a very business-like frame of mind to get after these guys tonight. And it's always better to win on Saturday night if you're going to split. So that's in front of us tonight. Make a good trip home and keep us in this first place derby.
Spartans, game number 2 on this frozen Friday. Next, Michigan State, they like the news coming out of Columbus, Ohio. Penn State falls to Ohio State, so they remain in that tie with the Nittany Lions. We're ready for some hockey on this Friday night. John Mariucci Arena, University of Minnesota campus, and away we go. Goes to Holland. Holland right in front. And it's Johnny Drager, knocked off balance. The Minnesota kid opens up the scoring for Michigan State. Hurry, but Bristette, other ideas, rebound, Fasching, Hildebrand, there to answer. Travis Boyd goes down, and now we've got a dust up along the glass. Inadvertently tipped there, and it squeezes by. A little give, Ryan Keller, and Michigan State back in the lead.
So we got to be very disciplined, but very poised to finish this deal, this last point.
Leads to this, Keller shoots up high, rebound, Ferrantino! The captain comes through, Michigan State leads by 2. Riley faking, Travis Boyd taking, rebound, they score! Hudson Fasching in front. Might have been Kyle Rao for a second of the night. just a one-goal game. Line we come. Close the shot. Hildebrand a save. And he covered it long enough for a whistle. Walks in. McEachran tapping it wide. McEachran back out in front. Wilcox doesn't keep it out. Thomas Ebbing and Michigan State, a power play goal. They reclaim their 2-goal lead. Quite a response for Michigan State. They suffer their first home loss in Big Ten play at the hands of Tom Anastas, Michael Ferrantino, and the man nicknamed Hildy, Jake Hildebrand.
Hey guys, that's one hell of a win. That was a phenomenal 60 minutes. I mean, it really was. From start to the game to the finish of the game, what a great effort. Everybody. Guys on the bench helping, guys on the ice talking, guys playing tough one-on-one. I mean, fighting through the adversity of the game. That's a hell of an effort. We're still in the hunt. Just keep pushing.